Okay, and welcome to part 4 of the DJ Bagpuss Show episode 2, which is entitled Me, Clubland, and the Remix Trap YouTube Saga. 3 parts down. This is the last part of the episode. Just a quick note, if you like the way I'm doing these episodes now in different parts, then let me know. Or if you want me to go back to do the full episode, then let me know. It's easier for me at the minute doing parts, but if you guys want to see the full thing, then let me know. I've left a play so you can literally watch it one after the other, or dip in and out. Just let me know. All your feedback and continued support is absolutely amazing, so thank you very much for that. But we're now going to finish the episode on my brand new segment, and at the end of every episode now on the DJ Bagpuss Show, we're going to be finishing with Q&A with the DJ. Now, Q&A with the DJ works by you guys having the chance to send me in questions, which are basically like a Q&A type that I answer live on the DJ Bagpuss Show. I will only be answering 5 questions per episode, and I want to say thank you for every single listener that sent in a question, and 5 lucky listeners will be featured on the first episode today. As I said before earlier in the video, you guys can send in your questions in the comment section below by starting it with Q&A with the DJ and asking your question, or going on Twitter and put in your question in using the hashtag DJ Bagpuss Show, capital D, capital B, capital S, which you can also do as well. You can send me any question you want, as long as it's like sensible and not judgmental, because my self-esteem can't take that. But anything about me and something that you want to know and something that you want me to explore and expand further on, then let me know. And this is what Q&A with the DJ is. We have our 5 questions here on my phone, so I'm going to be getting up the first question right now, and let's start Q&A with the DJ. Just also to say, if you guys have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Your support and your feedback is absolutely amazing. So, let's get on to the first question. Now, this question has been sent in by Matthew Haysmore. So, thank you very much for sending your question. And his question is, who was or is your inspiration? Good question. So, as I said in the first episode, I have many different people that inspire me each and every day. You know, I talked about family, talked about friends, you know, loads of people inspire me. But there was one person when I was growing up that inspired me each and every day and has molded me into the person I am today, and that is my granddad. Now, most people are, you know, close with their granddad or grandma, but for me, it was different. You know, my granddad was basically like my second father. You know, he literally spent every minute he could of every day when I was a baby, you know, with me, and then when I was growing up, we shared a room together for 10 years, which people, when I was saying to people, isn't that a bit weird sharing with your granddad, you know, don't you want your own space? But honestly, best time of my life, really, when I was with him. He molded me into the man I am today. He taught me so many things. You know, he spent so much time with me, and he loved me like a second son. I think I was the son that he always wanted, you know, and we were so close, like we were inseparable. I'm now, you know, I've always been close with my dad, but I'm much more close with my dad now since my granddad has passed, because, you know, I would spend so much time with my granddad that, you know, my dad would still have time with me, but you know, my granddad would be taking centre stage. And that, you know, you have to give a lot of credit to my dad, because for a man to allow, you know, the granddad to have that much part in his life is hats off to him. And me and my dad have now become that inseparable since he's passed away. And he inspires me each and every day. He inspired me each and every day when he's alive. And now that he's partying in the stars up in the sky with my nan, you know, he is inspiring me each and every day. And I believe that I am now him. You know, I have all of his morals, all of his views. He taught me. He gave me so much advice and lessons. And I love the piece of him. I miss him so, so much every single day. But I know that he's watching me from down below, and he's in my heart here. And absolutely miss him every single day, but he was my inspiration growing up, and is still my inspiration right now. So thank you very much, Matthew, for the question. Really good question, and I hope you enjoy the episodes and the episodes to come as well. So the second question is sent in by Jennifer Young, and she says, what was your first console? Do you still own one and play games on it? I've still got a Mega Drive and play it now and then. Good question, Jennifer. Well, my first console, and I'm going to be talking about this, I'm going to be doing a video game episode later on in the DJ Bagpuss Show. But yeah, my first console was the Game Boy Advance, which I got when I was well, I think 2003 it came out, so I would have been 5. Yeah, I was 5 years old when that came out. It was the first console my mum bought me, and I'll put a picture up on the screen now. This was the size of the Game Boy. It was actually tiny. It was the smallest video game console at that time. And the Game Boy, if you remember, the Game Boy was basically like a PlayStation Portable. It was huge. And then this Micro came out, which literally fitted in your pocket. It had about a gig on it. It was so powerful and so small. And I remember that being the first console that I played every single day. There was some absolutely amazing games. For anyone that played on the Game Boy Advance, like OG right here, the Game Boy was absolutely amazing back in the day. I had SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Action, which was a really good game. I had, what else did I have? I had the Incredible game. I had the Simpsons game. But my favourite game of all time on the Game Boy Advance was Sonic Advance. Oh my, if you played that game, let me know in the comment section below if you've played that game. That game, honestly, was amazing. Now, all Sonic games are pretty much amazing. But this one, it had, I think, 20 levels, 10 acts, and I literally spent about 6 months completing this game. It was brilliant. You know, you would run around obstacles, you would have to defeat bosses. It was heaven. It was absolutely heaven. One of my favourite games, I think, yeah, my favourite Game Boy game of all time, and definitely in my top 5 list of favourite games of all time. I remember my best mate back in the day, we used to go around each other's houses and we'd literally be playing Sonic all day, every day. He had the massive Game Boy, and then when I got the Game Boy Micro, we used to play it every single day back in the day when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I don't play it anymore because obviously I've got new gaming equipment. I'll talk about all my gaming stuff when we get to that episode in the DJ Bagpuss Show, but I don't play it right now. But the Mega Drive, that is old. That is an old console. I never played that. I played Game Boy, and then I went to PlayStation and so on and so on. But I'll talk about that in the game episode that I'm doing in the DJ Bagpuss Show later on in the series. But yeah, that is old. That is old, the Mega Drive. But yeah, the Game Boy Advance was my first ever console. I don't play games on it currently, but I had some of my favourite games on that console. So thank you very much, Jennifer, for that question. Hope you enjoy the episode and enjoying the series. Thank you very much. Great question there. And the next question is sent in by Julian, and he says, oh God, he says, if Arsenal never existed, what club would you support and why? Oh, do we actually have to talk about Arsenal in this episode? Now, for anyone who is interested in football, I'm going to be doing a football episode later on in the series on the DJ Bagpuss Show, an episode that is designed for football, and I'm going to be talking all about Arsenal and all that then. Hopefully getting a guest on as well for that one, which would be really, really good. But yeah, I don't want to hear all in the comment section below that I tend to not believe you're an Arsenal fan, or at 8-2 to be an Arsenal fan, or there's a 5-1 chance that when you play Liverpool again it could end badly. I've heard them all. I've got the t-shirt. Please don't bring this up again. I actually beg. But yes, I am an Arsenal fan, which actually is quite painful. If Arsenal never existed, and we talk about in the football website how I got to support Arsenal, I would have supported Chelsea, which is my dad's team. Now, my dad supported Chelsea for 50 years. As I said, my passions for like football, music and gaming came a lot later in life. So I was a football fan when I was about 10. So 2007. I was 9. I was 9, sorry. So I was 9 when I started getting into football. And obviously I picked Arsenal as my team. But my dad was a lifelong Chelsea fan. And I think because he knew as a kid that I wasn't into football, he never bought me a Chelsea t-shirt, didn't take me to any of the games. Don't really think he thought I was going to get into football. And when I did, I decided to pick Arsenal as a team that I wanted to go into. But yeah, so I would have supported Chelsea, because if Arsenal never existed, I would have just, when I got into football, supported the team that my dad supported, which means I would have seen 3 Premier League titles, Champions League and Europa League and the Super Cup. But I'm not bitter in any way. So yeah, if Arsenal never existed, I would have probably been a Chelsea fan. So no regrets there. But yeah, a football episode is coming out. If you're interested in football, then that will be the episode for you. That will be much later on in the series. But yes, if Arsenal never existed, I would have supported Chelsea. So thank you very much for that question, Julian. Really good question. Hope you're enjoying the episode and the show. So the full question is sent in by Tamara, and she says, what made you start up the YouTube series? Good question, Tamara. So I've always wanted to start YouTube. I've always wanted to take on the mantle of YouTube for, I'd say, cool, how long would I say? Well, when I got into music, I would say, particularly in the last 3-4 years, I've wanted to, get into YouTube and start, making YouTube videos. But so I guess it was the passion really, and the reason why I've never got into YouTube until now is because I've never had the financial funds or the equipment to start YouTube. Lucky at the college that I am, there's cameras, there's microphones, there's audio and video software that I can use to start recording and getting videos to the standard that I want. So it's the passion, knowing that I've got the equipment, and I've always said to all of my mates, I've had the ideas for years to start YouTube, but it's just about getting them out there and getting the equipment to make that happen. So I've always wanted to do it for years. I've always, as I said in the opening episode, I've wanted to present. I've wanted to do something like this where I'm talking and putting out stuff. But I guess it's all about really carrying that passion and trying to find the best way to get into the business. And if you're passionate enough and want to do something, then you will work damn hard to get that done really. And I've just always had the passion. I've got the equipment. Let's see how it goes. So I've always just wanted to do something like this, and I can't believe I'm quite doing it right now. So that's really what made me want to get into YouTube, the passion that I have. So thank you very much for that question, Tamara. Really good question. Hope you're enjoying the episode and enjoying the series. The final question of today's Q&A with the DJ is sent in by Ben Fullerlove, and he says, what made you want to pursue your career in music? Very good question. So, as I said also in the opening episode of the DJ Bagpuss Show, that my passion for music came a lot later. I think, because of my dad being a DJ, and that influenced me to get into music and start really enjoying music and doing what I want. That is the first rule. And the second rule is I just love listening to music. And, if I ever have a spare moment when I'm gaming, when I'm chilling on my phone, if I'm working on YouTube, or sorting out stuff, I'm listening to music in the background. And music is just a huge part. It's a shame that I couldn't use music in this show, but music is just, ever since I've got into it, it's just become natural. And the influences that I have, my love for music, really, again, passion got me into music, really, first and foremost. The passion for loving music and the passion for starting YouTube or presenting in that type of manner got me into the genre. So, really, I just wanted to get into the genre that way and, enjoy it in the best way that I could. So, I would say it's down to passion. It's down to being influenced by my family, and really just something that I thought would be good for me and thought something that I really wanted to do. So, I would definitely say passion was the real reason why I got into music. So, really, thank you very much for the question. Very, really good question. Hope you're enjoying the episode and enjoying the series. But that is it. That is episode 2 done. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you can check out all 4 parts or dip in and out of the parts that you want to see. Remember, part 1 was about me talking about YouTube. Part 2 was talking about me talking about Clubland. Part 3 was talking about the YouTube and trap saga of remixing. So, remixing on Proximity, Trap Nation, all that YouTube stuff in part 3. And part 4 has been about Q&A with the DJ. Leave your thoughts, questions and queries down in the comment section below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at DJ Bagpuss 1998 and using the hashtag DJ Bagpuss Show, capital D, capital B, capital S, to get involved with the next Q&A with the DJ. Or better still, if you want to just talk about and leave me your thoughts and feedback about the show in general. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, the updated changes. And I hope you have a great week. I will be uploading again hopefully next week. So hopefully we'll get into a routine of uploading weekly. And I hope you guys have a really cool day and a really good rest of the week. Have a healthy, happy and safe week. And this is the end of the episode. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good day. And this is DJ Bagpuss signing out. See you very soon.